For the barbell hip thrust, any other version of the hip thrust, whether that's a dumbbell or machine, we're looking to become completely horizontal at the top of the movement. If you are shorter, this likely means that the bench is going to be too tall for you, and you will need to put plates underneath your feet so that at the top of the movement you are completely horizontal. We don't want to be diagonal. From here, with a hip thrust, we are getting a full range of motion and full hip flexion, aka full hip bend. We want to tuck our chin, not throw our head backwards as I just showed. We want to avoid that. Keep your chin tucked in. As your hips drop, your knees will drape backward. Your chest will drop with your glutes. So see how as I drop, my chest is also becoming at an angle. That's what we're looking for here. Full range of motion, thrusting all the way through to the top of the movement. We don't want to stop short, but we also don't want to overly thrust through, just coming to that nice neutral position here. At the top of the movement, your knees will be stacked above your ankles. Now that we understand the basics, let's show you what it looks like with weights. This is one where no matter what weight you're using, you'll want to use bumper plates so that it's at a proper height, easier to set up and get into position. Bumper plates start at just 10 pounds, so most likely you'll be able to use that no matter where you're at strength-wise. I suggest figuring out your positioning as far as the plates go and everything before you get the barbell involved. Like I was just showing you, do a couple body weight reps first and then get into position with the barbell. Once you've got the barbell rolled back, like I've done here, get your feet into position and then thrust upward. Want the bench to be right underneath your shoulder blades. From here, you're going to drop your chest, and again, use that full range of motion, allowing your chin and chest to tuck with you, then thrusting back upwards from here. Again, knees will come backwards, use that full range of motion, thrust upwards all the way to the top, dropping down. We want to control this entire movement. Don't be using a ton of momentum. Now for a dead stop hip thrust, get some plates, bumper or regular plates. We want something that's going to elevate. Bumper plates. Setup and execution are almost exactly identical to the regular hip thrust, except for your starting position, you're going to pull the barbell onto those plates so that they are elevated. From this position, you're going to start your hip thrust. This movement is an explosive one, so come down, dead stop all the way at the bottom, then thrust exploding upwards. So with this one, each and every rep, you're going to come to a complete stop, hence the name dead stop. Every single rep will drop completely down to the bumper plates, stop, and then explode up. And every component of this standard hip thrust still applies here. Form, technique, full range of motion, just literally are stopping with each and every rep. You can also do a dead stop hip thrust from a hip thrust or a glute bridge machine. Again, we first want to make sure that we're doing a hip thrust properly. We're using the full range of motion. We're horizontal at the top of the movement, and then you'll set down the weight each time. Now, one thing I really want you to avoid here is getting what I like to call like an ant butt. You'll see this with like social media influencers. I don't know, it reminds me of the bugs from Bug Life. But essentially, it's where you're literally just like thrusting your butt and your shoulders to butt do not move as a unit. So obviously that's what we want. We want to almost picture like a plank being directly behind our shoulders to our butt. That's keeping that straight, and in one piece it moves as a unit, rather than, again, that butt just moving by itself. Okay, now actual execution on the dead stop hip thrust. Remove the safety stops and then allow the weight to drop all the way down to the beginning. The bottom can be your start of the movement like I show here. So this allows me to come all the way down to that full bottom failed position for the machine. That's essentially what you're gonna look for every single rep, is where it kind of like clanks out on your machine, where you're hitting like the fail, oh, you missed a rep, kind of that safety stop. That's what we're intentionally looking for with the dead stop hip thrust. We want to be able to come down to the bottom of the movement, the full range of motion every single rep. You'll want your feet just outside of hip width, about shoulder width. Those turn slightly outward. This allows you to just slightly press the knees outward. We want to avoid the knees caving back in as we like press upward. We don't want that at all. So if we just slightly turn our toes outward, it allows us to press our knees just slightly out, going through the concentric. Just a couple of good reps here from this view. Again, dropping down to the floor, fully stopping, and then thrusting back upwards fully with every single rep, coming to that full horizontal position at the top.